Whiskey 1 Bravo Delta Hotel.
Whiskey 1 Bravo Hotel, is that a Roger?
Bravo Hotel, is that a Roger?
Almost. It's Bravo Delta Hotel. Bravo Delta Hotel in Virginia.
Roger, and what's the name there, sir?
Roger, and what's the name there, sir?
Yeah, you got Brian. Brian is on this end here. Southeast Virginia.
Roger, Brian, and what radio are you running, sir?
Roger, Brian, and what radio are you running, sir?
We got the TS940. Has a little bit of a quirky problem I'm still dealing with, but for the most part I got it fixed. And I got an AL82 amplifier. I just got that repaired a few hours ago, matter of fact. I just want to make sure she's up and running and doing what she should. Go ahead.
Roger. Now, your audio might be just a little too fat. We usually recommend that compressor running at about a 3, just a 3 on the compressor. It is a token amount, but it does exactly what you want it to do. And then once you get your compressor in line at a 3, move to your ALC with mic gain in hand and adjust your ALC for it running mid-scale to 2/3. Mid-scale to 2/3 by way of adjusting your mic gain control, Roger.
Adjusting your mic gain control, Roger.
Roger, I just brought it down just a little bit. Is that any improvement?
Yes, sir. You're now running about 3 dB dynamic range, which is a nice fat signal, 80 to 85% average peak modulation there, Roger.
Average peak modulation there, Roger.
Yeah, Roger on that. Yeah, it's such a subjective thing as far as audio quality. So I'm always adjusting it for one thing or another. But yeah, just want to make sure she's doing all right. Got a little bit of ALC in there. I could run it, non-EQ if I want. Actually, I do have a high pass EQ in here to help things with that, help things along a little bit. But anyway, my main concern was the amp. Just want to make sure she's doing all right. Full 1500 I'm doing right now.
Oh yeah, yes, looking good. And once you get your modulation squared away, I suggest just to leave it. The thing is, you want to be in the widest scale possible. You want to be 100 to 2900, and a lot of times, if you have other options, I suggest setting all of those other options to 100 to 2900. There's no reason to shoot yourself in the foot by reducing your top end because that's the articulation part, and that's what's going to other stations are going to be able to copy the mail for what you're saying, even in very noisy situations. So if you restrict your top end to say 2800 or 27.5 or whatever, you're just shooting yourself in the foot because you're rolling off that top end articulation in your audio, Roger.
Articulation in your audio, Roger.
Oh yeah, I'm very familiar with that. I've got pre-emphasis filters, one on the radio and one I've put in line with the mic. So I've got an NT1A studio condenser mic, which is naturally pretty low-end output, so I have to take care of that. But yeah, just basically just wondering how the signal level was as far as your received signal on here. But you know how us AM operators are. If there's a button that you push, we'll be pushing it.
Yeah, audio looks great. If anything, I would add click maybe more top end EQ just to help your syllabic range. Just to click more top end EQ. I guess you're running those filters or top end rolls. Is it a Roger?
Top end rolls. Is it a Roger?
Actually, it's low-end rolls. What I do is I just probably don't have enough HF energy going through one of them. It's not a real pain to take care of, but I can get in there and put the right value capacitor in. I just didn't do it. Sounded good on the other frequencies, so, decent, whatever. I do have the MC60 I can pick up. That should work just fine. But again, I'm using my studio condenser mic just to have a, common mic between my radios. But yeah, I know it's a little bass heavy. I do know that. Let's see. I'm looking right now. Hold on a second. I do have my HF button pushed in, so it should be more as much HF as I can get right now. But I do know what needs to be done. I'm just kind of too lazy to do it. I just basically was looking for the signal strength.
Yeah, Roger. Well, you're not heavy on the bottom end. You're actually. I am running a meter frequency response meter, and I'm showing you, rolling probably at about 300 cycles, 350 cycles, somewhere in there. So I would, you could stand a little more bottom end, as I'm showing now, but you be the judge. If you go to YouTube and do a call letter search, we are recording. So if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for KC9VKV, that will take you to our Qso-Vlog network, and we're running about 1,160 some odd recorded QSOs right now, but you'll be looking for one in specific called My Group AIRCHECK 61920. My Group AIRCHECK 61920. Roger?
1920. Roger?
Yeah, Roger on that. I think I just might do that, yeah. Does that include your transmitted audio at roughly the same recorded level? Go ahead.
Not my transmitted. I am going direct off a mixer, and the mixer is mixing your audio and my audio, local mic audio. So what you'll be looking for is when you're speaking, you'll be showing your audio, and so you can see your curve, Roger.
So you can see your curve, Roger?
Yeah, but your mixed audio is the same level as mine on the recording is what I'm getting at.
Oh, yes, sir. The level is the same, but this is not my transmit audio. My transmit audio is a derivative of this audio, but it's not exactly the same, Roger.
Exactly the same, Roger.
Maybe you could explain it to him.
Yeah, Jim, is your audio going to be on that YouTube as well, so you can hear both sides of the conversation?
Oh, yes. But I'm just saying my audio is direct into the mixer, and at the same time it's essentially going to the radio in a Y, but it's not exactly the same signal that the mixer is getting, Roger. Just very close, but not exactly.
Just very close, but not exactly.
Roger. Just for comparisons, like if I go there and listen to myself, I want to hear what I sound like compared to you, because your station sounds really good. So that's what the gentleman was asking. I'll put it back to you guys. KJ4REZ, back to you, Jim.
Roger, yes. Well, my audio is full range, probably about 40 cycles to 16 kc, 16 or 18 kc. Like I say, I'm running directly through the mixer, but that same signal with the basic EQ, same, is running to the radio. So it'll be obviously, though, there are limitations after it goes through the radio as to what is actually transmitted. But that's probably the best we can do with a 3 kc range, Roger.
Range, Roger.
Roger. Okay, there's a couple stations trying to get back to you before you get out of there. It's almost 5 o'clock, so let me shut up. KJ4REZ.
Yeah.
November 2, Quebec.
KC9VKV, I got most of that. Someone was getting on top of you there. All right, I'll check out the recordings. I'll get out of here. You got some other stations in there. Okay, good talking to you. KC9VKV, W1BDH.
Roger, Brian, 3Z-Way, sir. And like I say, if you get a chance to join us next Friday, we'd love to have you. This is KC9VKV, the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
Check out. Give me a shout.
That's VKV or VTV?
Station calling, standby. Call sign here is Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor. Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor. Roger?
Victor Kilo Victor. Roger?
Okay, I'm off for one later. Gotcha. VKV. Okay, gotcha. Okay, 73 there. I'm going to check it out now. Thanks.
Roger, 3Z-Way. And the station calling now, this is KC9VKV. Come back.
Calling now, this is KC9VKV. Come back.
Okay, just moving around the SDRs. Station calling, try again, please.
Tango, Romeo, Papa.
Called a Delta Papa, but on my Georgia SDR, but we're right in the middle of a lightning storm down towards Georgia. Try it again, please.
Lightning storm down towards Georgia. Try it again, please.
And once again, it's Kilo Charlie 4, Tango, Romeo, Papa. Made a little change on this end and out. There's a different with the audio guys. Go ahead.
I got Kilo Delta 4 Romeo Papa. I'm sure there's some missing in there, but try it again.
But your audio, in my opinion, needs a lot of help. Jim, are you picking him up? That's the Papa station, Tyler, in Georgia?
Barely. Papa station in Georgia. Try it again, please.
Barely. Papa station in Georgia. Try it again, please.
And this is Kilo Charlie 4, Tango, Romeo, Papa. We made a little change on this end and out. I don't know if it makes any difference or not, but is my audio any clear now? What's the difference? Go ahead.
I think you're headed in the right direction. You're a lot fuller than what you were. You have got some adjustments going on there that are a lot fuller than what you were. You're still, Mother Nature's not giving you a bunch of signal up my way, but what I'm hearing of that signal, I think you're better off than where you were, Roger.
I think you're better off than where you were, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. All right, then. Thank you very kindly. So we'll continue to work on it on this end. Thank you for keeping me up and have a nice day. This is Kilo Charlie 4, Tango, Romeo, Papa. We thank you. Bye-bye.
Roger Taylor, 3 way, so you have a good afternoon. And if you get a chance, drop by again our, go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor. That will take you to our Qso-Vlog page, and you'll be able to hear the difference between your first transmissions and that last transmission. You're looking for entity called My Group AIRCHECK 61920. My Group AIRCHECK 61920, and you'll have 2 places in that recording. So 3's Taylor, and you have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend. And if you get a chance, join us next Friday. This is KC9VKV, the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. We got about 5 minutes till I turn into a pumpkin. So if you want to get your radio checked, give me a shout. We're listening.